And we're back on the roof. So we got no heat call. Took a look at the thermostat, was set to 74, was running heat, and I had 60 degrees coming out of the vents. So we're gonna see what's going on with this guy. So we're gonna open her up. So here we go. Okay, so we are calling between R and W1. We got no inducer. So let's see what's going on with that. Okay, so when we called for heat, I heard a little hum, and this didn't come on because there's no air coming out. It's pretty hot because it's been running all this time because it was calling for heat. They had it set 74 and it's about 65 in there. So we shoot it with our gun. We got 216 degrees. So something's up with the motor. We're gonna check the obvious things. We're gonna make sure we're getting voltage to it first. Then we're gonna check the capacitor. Well, actually I'm gonna check the capacitor first since that's easier to do. Then we'll make sure we're getting voltage. Okay, so this is a 4MFD capacitor. So I wrote it on the side for the next guy, so you don't have to, because it's a pain in the butt to take off. So we're gonna go ahead and check it. Oh, hello. Looks like we got a dead capacitor. That would definitely cause the motor to get hot. Yeah, so we could try that out. Let this motor cool down a little bit. So I'm not sure, but I think this one has a thermal overload, which would mean it would cut out. So we'll go ahead and check it, but yeah. Okay, so we got a dead capacitor. Now it could be the motor too. Maybe the motor took out the capacitor or vice versa. But this motor's pretty hot. I did ohm out the windings. So between white, black, and then white to brown, black to brown. So I was getting a reading, so there's no open line. So now I'm gonna go ahead. This is where the power comes in. I'm gonna make sure I'm getting power from the board just to cover my bases. Because the last thing I wanna do is do a bunch of work when it's the board. So I got it jumped between R and W. So I'm gonna power it up and see if we're getting voltage. We should be getting, I think 120. And okay, no, 208. So yeah, we are getting voltage. So board's fine. May have an issue with the motor. Definitely capacitor's dead. So I'm gonna go see if I have one on the truck, which I think I do. Fingers crossed. So I'll be back. Okay, so we got our new run cap installed. We're gonna go ahead and cycle between R and W. Feels like it's cooled off a bit, so let's see if it comes on now. We have inducer. So it's very important that you always check everything. Because we could have, if we weren't getting power, we would have swapped this out and think it was a bad motor. So always make sure you're getting power to it. And while I'm here, I'm probably going to clean that flame sensor. Okay, we got ignition. And we should be getting blower motor. Like the belt's pretty new. Yeah, alright, cool. We're gonna go ahead and cycle it off, clean that flame sensor, and call it a day. Okay, so we checked the filter. I'm gonna get an amp draw reading on the inducer. It was pretty toasty, so we just wanna make sure that it's not overamping. So yeah, we're gonna take a amp draw reading. So let me get set up for that. So yeah, it's pulling 0.3, 0.4. which is normal operation. So that's good. It is making that slight noise, so I'll make a note of it, but it seems to be okay. So yeah, so I was walking around to the other side of this just to see if I could find a model number. Look at this. And it's red hot. Just burned myself on it. Oh yeah. I'm gonna open up this panel. I suspect the heat exchanger is touching this. Make sure it's not cracked. Okay, well the good news is it's not touching the panel. But, this heat exchanger is pretty toasty. Don't see any cracks. It's pretty toasted though. It's a little poke test. If your screwdriver goes through, that's not good. Seems to be pretty good. A lot of temperature stress. You see all that dark gray stuff? That's what's called temperature stress points. That's just, you know, where it's been overheating. You can see one, you know, over there. I don't see any cracks. I'm gonna stick a mirror in there and double check, but I think it's fine. It's just normal wear and tear, but there is moisture getting in here. As you can see, the rust. So probably want to keep an eye on this guy. Make sure it doesn't crack eventually. You always want to check these seams. This is where they usually split. Seems to be okay. Alright, close her up. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, comment, tell me what a horrible technician I am. Hit that bell notification button and follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Thanks for watching.